Hello everybody. Today's class on sensations and responses, a brief introduction. And just before that, click like, share and subscribe. It really helped me out. So let's get to the small class on this topic. So first of all, observe this picture that I'm going to show you. Find out what's happening in this picture. So there's more than one picture. So just be careful and look through them and we'll see what it all means. So first of all, this picture, a child is eating a watermelon. So she must taste something great, right? So what kind of sensation do you think she's feeling? Somebody is touching a leaf. So it's kind of familiar kind of leaf, right? Maybe it's not. We'll see. So even then, there's some kind of what you can call a sensation. What kind of sensation is it? Just tell me. Looking at this picture, you can definitely recognize the plant that we were touching. This is called the touch me not plant. Look at it. So what happens when you touch something like this plant in particular? It closes its leaves, right? When you touch it, it retracts. So something is happening there. Some kind of sensation is being felt by us and by the plant, and the plant reacts to that. So there's some kind of sensation and response over there. So does this happen only in plants? Well, not exactly. Look at this clip. What do you feel when you're looking at this? Oh, it looks quite great. Is that meat? Anyway, you're feeling quite hungry, right? It looks tasty. So, point out the factors. To what factors does they respond to? There are some factors, right? So, based on the observation that you had till now, just tell me what kind of factors do you think are there in the picture till now? Do you recognize them? Let's go through them. First of all, the different factors. There was taste, there was touch, there was smell, there was vision. Even looking at it, we felt like eating it. And although we couldn't taste it, we really wanted to taste it. There was touch, there was smell, and there was taste for the kid too, right? These are some of the factors. So based on this, we can develop it like this. The factors are the senses that evoke responses in organisms and are called as stimuli. So if you are feeling like tasting something, and if you are feeling like seeing something, and if you are watching something, it is creating a stimulus, and that stimulus, a sense is being created. You can also call that stimulus, and it is actually in a sense called stimulus. And here we are particularly calling it as stimuli. The sense that evoke responses in organism are called stimuli. So what are these stimuli? Hunger, thirst are formed from inside the body, and they are also called stimuli. So we know that taste, the touch, the smell, all these things are stimuli. They are coming from outside sources, right? By looking at a tasty food, we are seeing something, we are feeling something from that. And sometimes we are sitting doing nothing, maybe, and around noon we are kind of getting hungry, and maybe we are getting thirsty on a hot day, and it may not even be a hot day, just a normal day, but we still feel hungry and thirsty, and that are formed from inside the body. They are also called stimuli. So there are internal and external. Beyond that, we can also tell that stimuli, how does the body receive the stimulus? So we know all these things, but how does the body understand all these things? So by looking at these pictures, you can say that the eye, the tongue, and a lot of other things, you just need to remember these two. And these are some of the things that we are used to detect these stimuluses. So what are these? Well, they are specialized organ in the body, right? Tongue is a specialized organ. And what is it used for? Tasting. The eye, what is it used for? To see. And what is the nose used for? More than one thing, but it is also used for smell, right? So those kind of things that sense something, right? They sense something. They are called the sensory organs. How does the sensory organ detect these things? So we can say that the sensory organ has special cells called sensory cell. They are also called as receptors. These detect them. Understand? The receptors detect them. They receive the stimuli and create suitable impulses. What does that mean? If you are getting something, we must react to that, right? So kind of like that. So if you are getting a smell, the smell goes through to our nose, and when it reaches the nose, it knows that, or if it is something you are going to eat, you're taking something like fried chicken, okay, give it that, and or the biryani that we saw earlier, we are eating it, and when it reaches the tongue, we feel tasty food, right? And that are detected by these receptors or sensory cells. They receive the stimuli, they receive it, the food is received to the tongue, and from the tongue some kind of impulse is felt. Those impulses, that kind of things, reaches the brain and everything happens. That is, the response occurs. This occurs when stimuli reaches the brain, the nervous system control all this action. So all these things, the tasting thing, and from there going to the brain thing, the distance, those things, the connecting link between the tongue and the brain, the stimulus is connected as an impulse through the nervous system to the brain. Everything is controlled through the nervous system. And these are the few pictures that I have on the, what do you call it, the neuron. And as you can see, there are many parts to it, which we will not go into right now. It's not needed right now on the base of the topic. So these are the essential components, which we will discuss in much detail later on. And I guess that's the main topics that I have to cover on this topic, and more on the neurons in the next class. So click like, share and subscribe button, and it will really help me out. Thank you.